Hi, I'm Drex from DrexFactor.com, and this is Dancing with Poi. In the last video, we talked a bit about the difference between momentum and shapes. In this video, I want to cover an idea that's even more fundamental to dance and movement initiation. Basically, you can think of any movement in the body as originating from some point. Different people will do it differently. Even something as simple as opening the door. Somebody will reach out from the shoulder, some people will drive forward from their feet. It's actually really interesting to watch for this in the people around you, even when they're walking. We interpret it very differently when a person leads from their head versus shoulders or waist. We read a lot into it about their confidence and personality. When it comes to flow arts, there's kind of a default place where all the movement originates from, and it's nearly always our hands. Because we focus so much on what our hands are doing when we spin, it naturally becomes a focus point for directing and initiating movement. This can be a problem when we want to do things like taking turns because it tends to engage the feet and hips less. Worse, it can often result in what's sometimes mocked as a tech tree, when there's no movement on our bottom half or our core and it's all about the hands and prop. Now, I've totally seen people do a tech tree and absolutely own it, but they're not common and they generally have something else interesting going on in their body to compensate for it. With those few exceptions in mind, I'm going to say that in Dancing with Poi, one of our most critical tasks is learning how to initiate movement from other parts of the body. There's a warm-up exercise we do in dance class where we actually go through the different parts of the body and try to initiate movements from there. I'll warn you in advance, it looks really silly, but it's extremely helpful. We usually start by initiating movement from the tops of our heads, in essence exploring the space around us. You can try this with quick darting motions, or sometimes more slow and languid. You can play around with level changes or work to isolate your head in space, keeping it from going up or down as your body moves around. Next, we usually work on initiating movement from our fingertips. This one usually feels pretty intuitive to flow artists, so to make it a bit more of a challenge, I'd recommend really exploring your levels with it. We'll go into this in a later video, but the more you can vary the height of your body with this particular exercise, the better. Finally, we work on initiating movement with our hips. For flow artists without a movement background, this one usually feels the strangest and is the least comfortable. It's also one of the most important, however, because so much traditional dance comes from the body core, and this part of the exercise will wake those muscles up. Real quick, I just want to take a second to thank the friends of the channel. Dark Monk specializes in researching and designing spinning arts equipment, personalized to the artist. They want to help you find and design your next prop so it can be an extension of your art. Find them on the web at dark-monk.com. Spinballs feel that the benefits of Poi as an art form are numerous and seeks to promote the art through quality equipment at affordable prices. Find them on the web at spinballspoi.com. Ultrapoi pushes the boundaries of LED skill toys to bring custom lights to the masses, creating professional shows at competitive prices. Find them on the web at ultrapoi.com. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for making the videos on this channel possible. Now on with the show. Cool, so you've done some work initiating movement without props in your hand. Now let's try the same exercise again, but with props in your hands. Again, start by initiating your movements from your head and let the rest of your body follow. One thing that's going to be really important for this: don't think about what tricks you're doing. Just keep the poi spinning as you move. Now let's try initiating movement from the hands. Just like when we did this without tools in our hands, let's try as much as possible to play with levels so this exercise doesn't just go on autopilot. That'll be a challenge in some circumstances because your prop almost certainly extends past the reach of your arm, so be conscious of how low you need to take it without needing to switch your planes. Finally, let's try initiating movement from our hips. It's going to be really tempting to always initiate that movement back away from your hands because it avoids coming into contact with your props. Buck that temptation and really explore the space around you with your hips. Your hands and props should come along for the ride. So aside from warming up muscles, what good is this exercise? You can use similar techniques to really explore in more depth how you can convey different ideas by initiating movement from different parts of your body and write choreography around it. For instance, initiating movement from your head seems to feel very unstable and off balance, like a person caught up in the craziness around them, while really sinking into your core feels much more strong and confident. You can play around with these and other contrasts to help you write choreo and either reveal things about your character or their evolution, changing their place in a story or motivations. Use this as a creative tool and see where it takes you. As always, if you're interested in learning more about movement and dance, take a class at a local studio. You'll learn far more than you ever could from a video that I've made. Thanks so much for watching and enjoy the flow. Peace. Hey there, thanks so much for watching my video. If you got anything out of it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. Special thanks to all of my wonderful backers on Patreon. You guys are the ones that make these videos possible. If you're not a current backer and would like to sign up to support my channel, please visit patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. Thanks so much in advance.